Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Right now, we're joined by a man who is the epitome of entertainment, a favourite among the Desi community for his relatable content, epic dance moves, energy, and exceptional acting talent. With an ever-growing fan base, we're thrilled to have Ricky Singh on the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for that introduction. Wow.
Simran helped.
That is the kindest introduction I've ever received. If my parents hear this, they will smack
Are they
me.
watching?
They will later.
Later. Okay, we've not seen this kind of energy in the mornings in a long time.
Okay.
So where does this energy come from? It's there in the night, it's there in the morning.
I'm just nervous. I'll be honest, I'm nervous. But honestly, my morning starts with being very grumpy, being groggy, and then coffee. I think that's the only reason I'm even half awake right now. Also have the worst sleep schedule. So me actually, in fact, yesterday I was at football and my friend's like, dude, what are you on? You're just jumping up and about. And we're playing outdoors and in this heat, lovely. But yeah, he was just like, what are you on? I was like, I don't know, it's just fun meeting people. I also just genuinely enjoy meeting people and getting the energy off of them. I'll be honest, yeah. That got deep.
It was nice though.
That got deep.
Great intro. 8:40, Ricky Singh, we're about to get deep. Tell us about yourself.
Oh, that's a loaded question. Okay, so I'm Ricky. I have a government name that not a lot of people know about, Prabjeet. So whenever I say that name, people just like baffled. But yeah, that's my actual name. But where I'm coming from in India, we have a very traditional name, and then we have like a nickname at home. So Ricky is something I've gone by my whole life. It's not something I just made up, which some people think I did to just sound cool. No, Ricky was always along. And yeah, so I studied acting in university, and actually I did my first play in school. And my teacher like forced me to do the play. I was like, no, that's not my thing. I was in the sports team. I was like, I'd rather just stick to this. She's like, no, just try out for the school play. I was like, it's kind of not my style. She's like, what do you have to lose? You know, if you get it, you don't want to do it, just don't do it. I was like, okay, fine. I auditioned. I got the main lead. It was for Aladdin. I had the best experience of my life. And I was like, yo, this is something that I actually want to pursue. And that's where like the little virus of acting got into me. And then yeah, there was no looking back. Of course, it was a little bit of a task to convince my parents that please, I want to do this. They're like, yeah, what's the future in it? But then I think slowly they started to see that I'm a little weird and I have to showcase this. So I think then they got into it and they were like, okay, yeah, maybe this is something you could pursue. And then TikTok kind of did a little bits for me. Instagram is slowly doing bits for me. So I think they're starting to see that there might be something out of this. Like I'm not useless.
So you went to university where, in the US?
No, I went to New York. I was in New York University in the theater school called Tisch School of the Arts. And I was there for 4 years. Best experience of my life. Being in New York is amazing, especially when you have a good group of friends. I think, yeah, that was just like the blessing, just to have like an amazing, and I lived with 4 of them. So like, it was just incredible.
So how are the placements? Would you not expect, like, you know, when you go to university, like business school, they always have placements, job placements. So did they have something similar in New York for you?
In fact, this was the only degree where we're like, okay, as soon as you graduate, you're immediately unemployed. We're not going to guarantee you anything. All we can do is help you become better actors. But after that, you're on your own. You're not getting any job security, nothing. Because in the creative field, you can't really do that, right?
Risky.
So there's a business school called NYU Stern, which is so reputed. And they were all like so... I don't want to use a bad word, so I'm just going to say they were so hoity-toity because they just thought, they knew that they were placed, they were set as soon as they graduate, and then they'd look down at us like creative people because they're like, you guys are unemployed after this, like you guys have nothing going on for you, which is funny, but it's true.
So when did you leave uni, and then what is it like trying to break into the film industry?
So I graduated in 2020. So I was actually supposed to go for spring break to Mexico with my friends, and a week before that happened, COVID kicked in. My dad's like, I'm bringing you back. I was like, no, please, let me just go to Cabo with my friends. Like, no, there's a global pandemic. I was like, I bet. So then, yeah, flew back. Literally the next day they announced lockdown. So I was very lucky with that. My dad is a dad for a reason, clearly. So yeah, and then we used to do online classes, which happened at like 3 a.m. for me, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, around 3 a.m. So it was a very weird time. And I used to act through my laptop screen, which was the weirdest thing. You know, because here, if I was to act with you guys, I'm here connecting with you guys. Here I had to connect to a laptop screen, which was very, very interesting. But yeah, so did that and then graduated online. And then my initial plan was as soon as I graduate from uni in 2020, by May, I would graduate. By September, I'd be in Bombay. Obviously, everything changed. And then this year, May, is when I actually moved to Bombay. And I keep going back and forth because being in Dubai, you just get too spoiled.
So is your focus Bollywood or Hollywood?
Bollywood.
Hollywood.
100%.
Never Hollywood.
Never really, yeah. Because I was just born and raised watching Indian cinema, Indian shows. Being around so many Indian people in Indian movies is just, it never even was a thought. And it's so close. You know?
And you can tell, like, from your content, it's basically your niche. You
Yeah.
have the best of both
Yeah.
worlds, a little bit of NRI, a little bit of
Yeah.
Bollywood. But tell me, like, okay, so for actors to find projects in Bollywood without any inside connections,
Yeah, that's me.
is it,
Yeah.
is it impossible,
No,
difficult, or there are ways?
So again, I'm not the best person to speak about this because I haven't done much work yet. Inshallah, very soon. But what I've heard from other people who don't have inside connections and who aren't paying their way is honestly, there's just so much work going around right now. I feel like the creative field has really boomed, and especially even in Dubai, I feel like it's really slowly starting to pick up. Quite a few casting agencies are planning to open up over here as well. So I think things are really picking up in the world, especially in Bombay. There's so many, like, well, there's Z5, there's Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney, Hotstar, all these places, and all of them are trying to create work. So there's a lot of work for actors to come around. So I'm very, very hopeful that someone sees me fit for something. Let's see.
But speaking of, you're jumping between, let's say, Dubai and Bombay, where is the opportunity? Where do you think more opportunity lies?
Bombay for sure. But Dubai is, I feel like it's still a slow market. There is work here, but I feel if you're really trying to, like, become an actor, there's more commercial work here, right? And it's great. It's helping people, but I really want to get into, like, Netflix and stuff. And I feel like Dubai is still going to take some time before it reaches there. Surely it will at some point. Yeah.
Okay, so you curate your content with so much passion. You're dedicated.
Wow.
Very consistent with
I
how
just do
much
it
you
for
post.
fun. When you guys put these serious words, it makes me feel so great.
Okay,
Thank you.
never mind.
Thank you. No, we'll stick to it.
Okay, let's stick to it.
Yeah,
Okay, like, it's
passionate.
just consistent content,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it takes a lot. But were there times where you're just like, you know what, I'm not seeing results, or there's so much competition out there, nothing is coming out of it, like, you're not getting any casting calls, this and that. Like, did it ever come to that, and did you ever feel like just giving up?
It never came to a point of giving up, but it did come to a point where it's like nothing's coming out of this. Like, but again, I think the sole purpose I really started in COVID was not because I knew something was going to come out of it. I didn't think I was going to be in the Lovin Dubai office right now giving an interview. I started TikTok because it was COVID, nothing to do. I was like, let's just start making videos. I was making 6 a day because we had the time. And I was like, okay, I'm really enjoying this. I just started posting it for fun, like literally no thought, like, oh, I'm going to go viral or whatever. Then my first video hit 10K views. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And that just really boosted it. And then it's come to a point where, yeah, sometimes I feel like, okay, I'm not hitting the views or whatever it is. And then I got to remind myself, why did I start? Because it was fun. And I know now in today's day and age, it's that one video that blows up and you're set for life. Like, one does well and your followers boom. So I'm just waiting for that gold mine right now.
But it's interesting. So you're putting a lot of work also into, like, social media, but your passion is acting.
Yeah.
If, for example, a Netflix show, but like a reality show came and knocked on your door, are you taking that?
Goodbye by content creation. I am out. I've served my purpose. Again, I'm doing it for fun. It's entertaining, haha, but I'm done entertaining people for free now. I need my payment.
So anything that comes your way, Ricky Singh would take it.
Okay, relax. No, it's not that. No, I think recently, actually, a friend of mine even reached out to me in Bombay. He was like, would you want to get into this reality TV show? It's like a Love Island style thing. I was like, no, because reality TV, okay, maybe not. But if it was an actual good show, again, I've waited so long, I'm going to wait for the right opportunity. I don't want to just be cast as, like, a tree in the background. If I'm going to be cast as something, I want to be recognized. So I'm just waiting for that.
Do you feel like no such thing as a small role, like, that's not for you?
When people say that, they're lying. I mean, okay, sure, there are certain roles that aren't small roles. Even if you consider them, they have meat to it. But then there are certain roles that are really not even looked at. Like, let's be honest. If, let's say you're a passer in, like, a scene, that's a small role. You can't say, yeah, I'll walk with this intention. Director sees that, they're going to be like, yo, why are you ruining the shot? So at certain points, yes, there is a role that's, like, not going to give you much recognition. But if you really, what they say is if you're moving the plot forward, that's when you know you have a good role. Whether that's for 30 seconds or an hour. As long as you're helping move the plot forward.
Do you think you say that because you have, like, a day job and you have the privilege of, like,
100%.
choosing your
yes,
roles?
that's very well said, actually. Because I have the privilege, I'm fortunate enough, lucky enough that, my parents are so supportive and that I have that day job working with my father. So of course I can hold back on the opportunities I get. And I know some people are finding it tough to make ends meet. So for them, as soon as they get that first opportunity, they latch onto it because it provides for them. So rightfully so, that's amazing, good for them. But for me, I have the privilege, so I want to make use of it. Yeah.
So when you came into the studio, we were talking about our LED screen because we've got some of our commercials up there, and you made a comment which I thought was, it strikes me as kind of sad because you were like, "Oh no, that's my work up there. Like I'm my own worst critic."
Yeah.
Do you ever get comfortable looking at your own stuff, and do you ever think, "Huh, I actually did a good job there"?
So honestly, it's both. I see something, I'm like, okay, good job, Ricky, but like, how could this have been done better? Always. Whether that's a dance video, whether that's any skit that I make or any acting work, really. I feel like that's the only way. You gotta be, it's such a weird game of balancing, really. Because if you're too tough on yourself, you're really not gonna go anywhere because you're just gonna keep beating yourself down. But if you're too easy on yourself as well, then you're not gonna grow. So I feel like I try to maintain a balance of like, okay, this was all right. Let's see how we can do it better the next time. So yeah, I'm not that critical.
Okay, so tell us about some of your most relatable content that performs well. What is it about? The themes?
Ooh, I think one of the most viral ones that are going right now, which a celebrity recently liked, which I was very, very happy with. Have you seen Mismatched? It's this Indian.
Yes. Oh my God, Casey! It's the best show on Netflix. It's so cute.
It's very cute.
What is it?
It's basically.
I made my yard watch and forced her to watch it, and she at the end she was like, "What about this guy? I'm team." I forgot their names, but team.
Also, one of the guys on Mismatched was my resident assistant in uni, which I find so interesting. The guy who looks like Ross Geller. If I show you his face, you'll be like, okay, I
the
know
American
him.
one.
Yeah, that one. He was my RA in uni, which is so interesting.
So it's like it's a TV show.
Yeah, Netflix show.
Documentary or like actually
Like a TV Netflix show.
Okay, got you.
It's about like a group of young people. It's very interesting actually.
University setting.
Yeah. So what I was saying was, I always digress. So the main guy liked my video, and I was like, oh wow. But I feel like that was a video dedicated to like this very famous Bollywood actor who is very well known for certain steps. Govinda, the Govinda one. That one.
Oh, dance steps.
So that one really blew. I thought that was just funny. Like I thought like a couple of thousand views, but that hit like 4 million views. And I posted it twice because I'm playing the game. And it hit like millions of views both times. And it's still doing well. So it's brilliant. And I feel like it's even more catered towards the Bombay people because it's Bollywood. So I feel like that also opens a bit more doors for me. You know, because it reaches out to the right people. And
okay, so you said playing the game. What is the game? Like engaging with comments, leaving them? 100%. Like what is it? Just engaging.
Engaging with comments helps your reach. That's not the only reason I react to comments, firstly. I genuinely appreciate people that actually take time. Because what you can do is if you want to tag someone or if you find something funny, you can just share it to a friend. Some people go out of their way to actually comment. So I personally really love that and I love responding to comments. But yes, that also does help with engagement, let's be honest. And then if a video does well and you post it twice, the likelihood of the second video doing well is also very likely. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
No idea.
Because
I thought it would like lower the engagement.
I
right?
thought
The
so
same
too
thing.
until someone, a genius in TikTok right now, Fahad Kaleem, he told me about this and I was like, say less. Again, I'm giving you guys free advice. But if it does well, try it. And sometimes even the videos that don't do well, which you think should have done well, like, you know, sometimes you have the videos, it's like, this should have done well. You repost that, the likelihood of that doing well as well is.
So you don't delete the previous one, you keep both.
Keep both.
Super taking notes. So how does it feel to kind of rise in the social media kind of Hall of Fame and probably getting fans who are like messaging you on the daily and stuff? Like, are you responding to them and is it nice to have that fan interaction?
It's amazing. I feel like it's the most beautiful part of even this whole thing. I personally, as I said, I bounce off of energy that I get. I'm getting good energy. That's why I'm so awake right now, by the way. But
it's not the coffee.
Not at all. But you know, meeting people in person and when they appreciate your work. I remember the first time this happened was after Aladdin actually in school, because kids would come up to me and they'd be like, "Can I get your autograph?" I was like, I don't even know how to give an autograph. Right? Yeah, so that was amazing. And then now with that happening, people see me in a dance class or if they see me in the mall, they'd be like, "This is how it usually goes, right?" Okay, so I'll walk by, they'd be like. And I'll be like, TikTok guy, right? I was like, yeah, that's me. And they'll be like, oh, I love your work or whatever it is. And I personally just love that interaction. And people have just always been so respectful because a lot of times I also see them like wanting to say hi, but also being a little hesitant. Apparently, I give off like a very rude vibe, very arrogant, I've heard. So I don't know about that.
That's so funny.
I hope that changes. I know.
No, I'm saying that's so funny because we had a guest on the show. I don't know if you remember, like a couple of months ago. And he was like, he had a similar interaction where someone's like pointing at him and he's like, yes, yes, it's me, it's me. And he's just, and then they're just like, no, I mean, you're sitting in my, something like that.
That's, you know, I'll tell you exactly what I do. So when someone does this, I'm like, they'll be like, I know you from somewhere. And I still don't say anything because I don't want to get ahead of myself. Let's be modest, let's be humble. Maybe he doesn't know you. Maybe you'll be like, oh yeah, Instagram. But it's like, no, actually, I saw you. You were being an absolute horrible person to this other person. So, you know, you have to be careful. So whenever someone's like, I'll be like, and then they'll be like, Instagram. I'm like, yes. Until they say it, I don't say anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
The problem some people have.
Yeah, because how embarrassing. Imagine, yeah, you have that Instagram guy.
I'm the guy.
No, you're sat in my seat. That's embarrassing, bombastic side eye. So I gotta be, I don't want to fall into that trap.
Amazing. Right earlier, you mentioned that it was tricky to get your parents to come on onto the acting, but obviously then you went down that route. How are they now?
Amazing. I feel like because they're slowly starting to see some work come out of it. They're slowly starting to see like I'm not all that useless. That I'm actually like focused. No, I'm joking. My parents are amazing. I'm joking. My parents. No. My parents are amazing. They're amazing. They're so supportive.
Amazing.
I don't tell them this to their face because they get ahead of themselves. But they're amazing. I do what I do because of them, genuinely. But I feel like they know it's gonna be a struggle. But I feel like they've seen, people appreciating my work. Whether that was teachers in school. My teacher was convincing them, please let him take this up. So I feel like that really gave them confidence. And then in NYU, at the end of the year, at the end of my 4 years, I got an award for outstanding achievement that very few people get. So I feel like seeing these couple of accolades, they're like, okay, this really is meant for him.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now coming to the main part of like just you being a content creator in Dubai, what more opportunities would you want the city to provide for content creators in general? Or do you feel like it's lacking and you would want to see more of? Because you're saying Mumbai has more opportunities, right?
Opportunities in terms of acting, I'd say. But creatively, I feel like, again, Dubai is so new. Dubai has given so many opportunities to people in such a short span of time. I feel like it'd be very selfish for me to say, oh, I want this to happen. No, I feel like what's happening is going good. It's going smooth. It's going upwards. You can't just expect something to blow up. Again, the population of Bombay itself, let alone the population of United Arab Emirates, So things are picking up slowly. I feel like it's going well. If anything, I don't even know actually, really. I haven't really thought
like more acting portals. Like over here, you have just a handful, right? Like Mixed Fame, you have MNG.
Yeah.
You don't have like a variety, selection of portals where you can like apply and register for.
But the thing is, that also makes it easier because again, you have to apply to these places. You have to pay for subscription and all that as well. So a few that are there makes it easier for you because you don't have to bust your head around like, oh, which one should I go to? Should I reach out to them? This. It's easier. It's a bit more streamlined, I feel. So I feel like in a way it's kind of good as well. It makes our job easier because it's like a one-stop shop type of thing, You hit up Mixed Fame, you know that this is happening easy. In Bombay, it's like, oh, this project's happening, but this one's not associated with it. This one might be, but there's some internal drama. So yeah, I feel like it's a bit more streamlined. So in a way, it's good as well. And again, as I said, things are picking up. So how much can you complain? Just be patient.
Do you ever feel down like when you go to India and you see like projects that you are so sure you can do so well in, but then it goes to someone that has connections or goes to someone who's not?
How deep can I be right now?
Go as deep.
Deep? Okay. So I read a lot of these quotes. I've also started reading a lot, so I'm a little intellectual now.
So happy.
Have you? What was the last book you read?
Geography.
Yeah, I'm never asking you for suggestions. Yeah, remind me of that. But I've been reading a lot of like these quotes, and I watch a lot of these motivational videos so that I don't get a little up in my head. And it's like I feel like I'm going through my marination process right now. The chicken is not marinated. If you eat bland chicken, you don't enjoy it. So right now you're getting marinated. You're not ready for that next step yet. I've been in Bombay a cumulative of like 4 or 5 months. So I'm really trying to like grow as a person because this field is crazy. As soon as you enter, there's no looking back. It's pa, 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 pa. So I'm trying to grow as much as I can before that. Sure, if I see a project that maybe I'm perfect for, but I don't get it, I always genuinely think that God has done this for a reason. Maybe I'm going to get a better opportunity. Maybe this just wasn't the right time. maybe I haven't grown enough, I'm not mature enough, which I know I'm not, to be in a certain place. So that's genuinely my thought process. I'm not just saying this to sound wise. That's how I think of it. Yeah.
A very level-headed and practical response to that answer. We wish you all the best.
Thank you
but
so
before
much.
you leave us, we're going to go from level-headed to Lingo because we want to put you on the spot a little bit. Simran has put together some
Gen Z lingo.
and we want to see how well you know it.
I have a nephew, he's like 16. I should be good at this.
Because we see your TikTok and it's like you know the slang, the lingo.
You'll be fine. I know
I hope.
one of these only because Simran explained it to me last week.
No, you know two. You know two.
Okay, let's go.
I'm
We're going to
excited.
play Explain the Lingo with Ricky Singh. Let's kick it off with Simran.
Okay, Riz.
Riz is when you riz someone up. It's like
What does that mean?
When you marinate someone up like the chicken.
You know, yeah, basically, well said. Basically, that's what it is.
It's
when
really
you,
not,
It's how
though.
you charm someone. It's the way you.
Oh, it's a nice
talk.
thing.
It is. If you have riz, that means you know how to
I like this.
attract someone with your
He's got-
charm.
Charm
Put in
someone.
a sentence for us.
Oh man, Ricky's got riz.
Ricky's got charm.
Yeah, you know, it's like he's got game. That's what it is. He's got game. He knows how to talk to people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool word.
Yeah.
Can you use it for a venue?
No way.
Like this place has got the Riz.
Never ever say
Lovin
that.
Dubai has the Riz.
No, Lovin Dubai does have the riz. But you can't.
You can't. Okay.
You just sound like an auntie trying to be. You don't want to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Alibaba's like, no, you
Sarah,
can't.
you just sound like an auntie.
Auntie got riz.
Okay, next up, slaps.
Oh, this slaps. Like this is it. Like, for example, I say this a lot actually. If I'm having a meal, I'll be like, this slaps. Like this is so good. So good.
Got
like
you. That makes sense.
These outfits slap.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Also, can I just say real quick? It's amazing how you guys do this. Like you're on live, you're on air, you're just saying things and you guys don't fumble. I don't know how you do it. Mentally, I
He's
fumble.
rizzing us right now.
Rizzing
He's just
us,
all of the
rizzing
riz.
us.
Yes, that is okay. Yeah,
These outfits are
Getting
rizzing.
rizzed,
They're
and I love
rizzing.
it.
Oh,
Ricky's
I-
the riz
rizzing.
is
The outfits are
coming.
risen.
Okay, Chagy.
Chweggy.
I don't know.
Is that an app?
Cheugy, folks. If you know what Chweggy is before Ricky does, put it in the comments now.
Chweggy. Chweggy.
No, I've never heard this.
Chweggy.
So I'm gonna Google it.
Please.
Wait, I know. I have it open in front of me because I don't have these things memorized. Are you cool or are you chweggy? This word used to
Lame?
describe uncool things that are, lame.
Wow, Chweggy.
Are you cool or are you Chweggy? Lame. Use in a sentence.
Okay.
Like,
My
You'll just
outfit is
make-
epic. My shoes are Chweggy.
No, but they're comfy.
But I'm wearing them for support purposes. They're
Vibes.
Birks.
Right, for vibes. Yeah. My socks are Chweggy, I'll be honest.
Chweggy.
Yeah, very lame. I should have put some
I
color
have
into it.
nothing to say about
Yeah.
it. Chweggy. Don't see anything chweggy
No,
here.
Simran's anti-vibes.
You're done.
Casey, take that back.
Your street
Take
cred
it back.
is over.
Take that back!
Next up, no cap.
No cap. No lie.
Oh
I could never get this one. We learned it like 2 years
Like-
ago. It's like,
If I go to my friends right now, I'll be like, guys, I was on Lovin Dubai. No cap.
No lies. Like, you know, when someone is like lying, you go like, "Ah, she
Cap.
capping,
That's
he
cap.
capping,
Yeah.
you know, that's cap.
Like, you know, when you say like
And then you
something's
put, like,
reached
the
its
cap,
limit,
cap
you say
emoji.
that's the cap. Basically same. It's like there's a level to lying. Cap.
I love the way there's always like a,
Meaning,
there's a point behind it, how people got to
Casey, I've
this.
told you I'm a deep guy.
you know what is the craziest thing? They've turned ignorance is bliss to Salulu. Delulu is the new
Delulu is
Salulu.
the new Salulu.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I
guys.
love that. So funny.
It's so
I saw
good,
this guy on TikTok. He's like, if Delulu is the Salulu, then why you Lulu, not with me Lulu? It's the funniest thing. That was funny for me.
Maybe it was funnier when you.
That's one other video.
Okay. We have simpin.
Simping. When you're simping for someone, when you're very romantic, you're very, baby. When you're very lovey-dovey. That's what
I don't think it's love when you're obsessed with that person is more like when you're whipped.
Yeah, you can say that. Or if honestly, a guy will tell another guy, you're a simp if you even just give flowers for a girl. It's cute. I mean, it's very sweet what you've done, but simp.
That's just boys being
Yeah.
boys.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It comes from simpering, I guess. Okay, cop.
Cop. Oh, but should I buy this? Like, yes, this is a cop. Like, I cop these shoes.
I don't get it.
So, for example,
I don't get it.
You will tell. Okay, for example, you send me like 2 outfits, and you're like, should I cop or drop? I'll be like, yeah, cop, because this one's good.
Did you know before the show that you're an expert in...
I'm incredible at this,
Lingo?
right?
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Like,
I told you I have a nephew who's 16. I better be good at this. Because he talks to me, he's like, yo, what up, schlep? I'm like,
What is Shle?
But Simran says
That
words
even
all the
I don't
time. I
even
don't
know.
understand them.
I don't-
No one does, really. Yeah.
What is Shle?
I don't even know. It's like this group of rappers who formed, I think, I don't even want to get into it.
Okay,
actually.
we
let's
have a
do
couple
two
more. Okay, fine. Mandem.
Mandem, you're with the Mandem.
I
So
said
I'm
it
with the
wrong.
Mandem. Okay, no, I'm not with the Mandem. I'm with the Wu Mandem.
It's Galdem.
When you're with the, you know this, so why are you asking me?
For the
Good
people
job.
who don't know.
Yeah, so Mandem, ladies and gentlemen, is basically when you're with your boys, you're with the Mandem, you're having a good time. That's with the boys. I feel girls would be like, I'm with the Galdem. This is all.
Do they?
It's all because of Britain. I love England. I just love it. Top boy. I love it.
Okay, do you want to pick the last one?
Which one do you feel like you want to learn?
Okay, let's go. Wylan.
No, that's too easy. It's
Yeah,
wild.
it's easy. Like you're going wild.
My bad.
Yeah, come
Okay,
on.
cool. Bussin'.
You know better than that. Yes, you do. Of course you do.
Bussin'.
Bus.
Do we know bussin'?
You guys actually don't know what's bussin'?
Bussin', no.
There's no way you don't know what's bussin'.
I don't know what's bussin'. Do we know what's bussin'?
Bussin'. Again, it's like
Taking the bus.
auntie. So bussin' is like when something slaps.
Get out of here.
And now you know what slaps means.
Yeah.
So what does bussin' mean now? Tell me.
When something's amazing.
Yes,
Bussin'.
exactly. It's bussin'.
We
Lovin
need
Dubai's
more.
office is bussin'. I actually just posted a story about it.
The office is bussin'.
This
if you ever
LED
wanna
screen is
visit.
bussin'.
LED screen's okay.
Yeah, you've been.
It's cooler when you're on it. So
Yeah,
bussin'.
yeah, we should go back to. I'm joking. Yeah, bussin' is amazing. Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, rizzing us. It was slaps. You're not Chagy. No cap.
Love it. I can't.
so proud.
And this was violin.
Oh, this was
We're
bussin'.
just
This is
rolling
violin.
with the man.
No cap.
Ricky,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank you
joining us
for
on the show
having
this
me.
morning. An absolute superstar. We cannot wait to see where your journey goes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
Guys, that is all we have time for the Lovin Dubai show this morning. We're back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Have a brilliant Tuesday. We'll see you then. Bye-bye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Love and guidance.